Hello, my name is Lydia, and in this video I will explain the two pieces of work that I have created for assignment number 1, as well as the stages and development of its creative process. The aim of this practical assignment was to portray, through an artistic work, two of the three themes proposed. In my case, I had taken as leitmotif the terms stereotypes and uncertainty. Moreover, I have developed the theme uncertainty using traditional materials and following the mode of work of movements of the 20th century art. Meanwhile, the theme stereotypes using a technique of artistic movements over the last 50 years. I will begin talking about the first artwork, the traditional one. Here the term represented is uncertainty. In this first step of preparation, I gathered the necessary information about uncertainty to really understand the topic through online readings on the internet, and I also started to think of possible techniques to be used. Then, through the incubation step, I analyzed all of the information gathered so as to find a solution and settle my mind and my ideas. However, I doubted several times about the topic. I had an idea in my head, but I did not quite know where to take it, until I finally found inspiration thanks to Selena Gomez's song, My Mind and Me. The song says, "My mind and me, we don't get along sometimes, and it gets hard to breathe, but I would never change my life." I was very inspired by this quote, because I related it to the influence of our mental state into our daily life. But what exactly does my work mean? The brain makes reference to how mental problems affect and poison our minds. That is why it is grey. Conversely, the colorful and flowery heart reflects the parts of our life which serve us an engine to drive us forward. For example, our family, friends, hobbies, and everything that might encourage us a little more to avoid getting stuck in uncertainty produced by mental illnesses like depression, anxiety, or eating disorders. Therefore, the main conclusion from this piece of art is that, as is written on the canvas, despite uncertainty, there is always hope. Regarding the elaboration step, I decided to use the acrylic painting technique, so the materials that I used were a canvas, acrylic paint, and brushes of different thickness. The acrylic painting technique became popular in the 20th century due to its versatility and fast-drying nature, allowing artists freedom in artistic exploration and production. As well as in the first work, I have prepared the topic by looking for inspiration in Pinterest, different ideas on the internet, and also different types of stereotypes. By this time, I realized that I wanted to work with denim paint technique, so I did some research about it, because I wasn't sure if it was adequate for the task. At first, I wanted to reflect gender stereotypes, since it's a topic very present nowadays, but I didn't like the idea that much, so I made some sketches, but I wasn't convinced. So finally, I found a solution to my problem, and I realized that I wanted to portray Mexican culture by showing the main topics and cliches and stereotypes that everyone thinks about Mexico. Finally, in the elaboration step, I carried out the painting of the jeans, and I checked that my results were okay. Regarding the materials, I used a pair of jeans, acrylic paint, brushes, and a pen. Actually, it took me some days to finish the work, since I found it hard to paint precisely on the jeans. I'm very fond of the Mexican aesthetic, and I wanted to portray that idea, because it's important to remember that a whole country and culture is not represented by mere and simple stereotypes. But people shouldn't be ashamed of that either, since it's a very gorgeous aesthetic and it's part of them. I have also realized the poor relevance that people on the whole give to arts, when it's actually very hard work to achieve your goals when carrying out the creative process. And with reference to denim technique, I was a little frustrated due to its complexity, but in the end I liked the process and my results as well. At first I was afraid because I had never painted a canvas nor a pair of jeans, and the pressure of being an assignment didn't help. However, I have managed to develop many skills and techniques that have allowed me to complete the creative process successfully and learn a lot more. Also, it has increased my motivation and interest towards arts. So, I'm very happy with my results and I consider I have done a good job.